Next thing on the agenda for tonight is my report. I've got a few things that we need to talk about tonight. One of them just happened today. Trash truck, did they get that fixed today, or did they have to leave it?
No, they had to leave it up there. There was also an issue with one of the tires, so they're going to fix the tire as well.
When they got to the transfer station this afternoon after the trash run, they couldn't get the back of the truck to open completely so they could dump the load. So they had to bring it back fully loaded. And now it's at Seibel's. They're going to look at it and get that straight for us. And I didn't know about the tire until you just told me about that. So
yeah, I didn't know about it until they came in right before 4 o'clock. So
I was really glad that they were able to take it right on in though, and get it taken care of, because we want to get that trash off of it as soon as we can before it starts creating a problem. The contractor that we have talked with on the 6th Street repair going up the hill toward where Betsy and Walter Rogers lived and where Mike and Dolly Booze live now, has been up and looked at it. He actually wants to go down and meet with Mr. Booze and discuss his thoughts on it and see exactly what he needs to be able to comfortably get his camper and vehicles in and out of there. And then he will get us a estimate on that so we can move forward, maybe get something done with that problem. The river park is still open. Due to precedent set the last 2 years previous to this, as long as the weather stays nice, we've been leaving it open till the 1st of November. I think this year, with the 1st of November being on a Monday, the 31st of October being a Sunday, probably should close it on the 29th and just close it before the Halloween weekend and be done with it and mock it up for the season. And we will terminate the Tidy John contract at that time for the winter. Okay. We've had a good season over there. I don't think we've had too many problems. I think there's been a couple incidents where the police have been called over there, but all in all, I think it's been a good season. We do have some new signage that we will post next spring when we open it up for the spring season, reminding everybody where the boundaries of the park are on the riverbank and beach area, and ask them to remain on our property to try to be as good a neighbors over there as we possibly can. I talked with Jerry Johnson yesterday. When he finishes with the house demolition over here behind the Marigas's old building, he's going to move on up on the hill and assist the town crew with replacing that leaking valve that we've had up there for some time, and get that done, get that off of the books and get that straightened out. And while we're talking about the water system, we've had numerous conversations both at work sessions and in council meetings about our bills from Allegheny County. And my concern and Wendy's concern that the bills have not been accurately calculated, and to the point that we really believe that we were being underbilled since the leak repair on 6th and Railroad. Wendy has had conversations with Susie Williams, who was the previous employee there that handled our billing. She's talked with Beverly, who is the current employee that handles our billing. Wendy and I both have had conversation with Suzanne Adcock, who's the Director of Finance for Allegheny County, and voiced our concerns. And I had a meeting Monday morning with Ricky Bourne, who is the Director of Public Works for Allegheny County, and had another conversation with him today, and the indications are that the bills are accurate. The numbers are accurate. They've confirmed the numbers are accurate, and basically that we should be thankful that we're getting the water bills that we're getting. And I mean, last month they billed us for what was it, 363,000 or 383,000 gallons of water, and that they billed us for, and you bill way more than that on our minimum monthly usage. So
Almost twice as much more.
yeah, so you know,
Wow.
we're ahead on that. I honestly, I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm gonna be thankful, and they're certifying that the bills are accurate. So I think we've done our due diligence to bring it to their attention and talk to them about it, and I think that we just accept the bills as they come. And I mean, we're getting water bills. We've had one as low as $900, and right now they're running somewhere around $1,100 to $1,200. And when you look at their numbers, they had the spreadsheet, and I looked at the numbers with them. For about 4 years, it steadily climbed until April or so of this year, when we identified and started controlling that water leak. And then it started gradually going down. And then once we fixed that leak and they got their 2 leaks in the line going over to the treatment plant fixed, it was just like it plummeted. And it's been consistently running less than 400,000 gallons of usage every month since then. So it's good for us. The other thing that I want to talk about with the county and their billing is, you know, we have for lack of a better way of describing it, it's a payment plan or a budget plan with them for our sewer cost, where we pay the same amount every month, and then at the end of the fiscal year, they sit down and they figure out whether we finished ahead of the curve on the money or we owed them money. And we have what we call a true up that they present to us in August, and then we pay that back to them if we owe it to them, or they credit it to us. And when we pay it back over 6 monthly installments. Our true up this year was right at $10,500, a little bit less than that, but right at $10,500, and that was in the form of a credit. So we had an overpayment to the county for sewer treatment costs of that amount of money. And when I asked about that, it was because they said the chemicals and things that they use actually decreased in cost to them, and the overall operational cost at the treatment plant went down. So we overpaid on our portion of that. So they will credit that full amount to our next bill that we get. So that'll pretty much take care of that whole bill. It'll leave a couple $1,000s on that bill, but that'll take care of that. And then the ongoing saga with Petrus in Botetourt County, and I received an email today from Scott Shirley with Western Virginia Water Authority indicating that they had finally made some good advances and inroads with working with the Virginia Department of Health and coming into a clear path to be able to channel those customers either into their system or to our system. And we're going to meet and discuss that next week. But right now, the way we left the last discussion with them was that so long as the improvements were made to the water system that needed to be made and the sewer system was still in good shape, the town would consider and entertain discussion on possibly taking on those customers. Now, the other side of that issue with Petrus that has not been addressed, and I'm sure that this will all be part of court proceedings against the Petrus Company, but they owe us delinquent water fees in excess of $30,000. And I think you've been working to get liens or something, or get that on record, haven't you, Jared?
Yeah, we filed against them at the...
Did we?
Yeah, that the Department of Health
So,
requested us to do. And in theory, the best way for the town for that to work would be the Department of Health pay the town for that, and then the department, and because they've got multiple jurisdictions where this is an issue, they pay that to all those jurisdictions. The jurisdictions then assign that claim to the Department of Health, and the Department of Health go after for everybody instead of 6 or 7, however many towns it is, trying to go after them one at a time. So I don't know if when y'all have the discussions with the Department of Health, if that issue comes up, that would be the ideal way for us, for them to solve it.
and that's actually exactly what Lisa Bailey and her counterpart had indicated when they talked with us the last time, that their plans would be is that they would just take it on as one lawsuit with the Virginia Department of Health and against Petrus, and that they would take care of compensating the different localities and making sure that the water systems were up to par. Basically, what she said to us, Wendy, and you can clarify this for me, was that before they would turn that system in Botetourt over to anybody, they would make the repairs and upgrades that were necessary for it to be an appropriate transfer and not put a burden on whoever took it on.
That is correct.
And, so that was exactly what her discussion was with us, and I didn't know if you'd had any further discussion with her on that or not, or anything.
No, I haven't spoke to VDH directly. It's my only involvement with the issue is through you and Wendy.
That's all I have for my report tonight.